Hello there everyone, and welcome to another episode all about a fursuiter. Series where we interview furries, get to know a little bit more about the furry fandom, one furry at a time. Yes, actually been a little while since we've done one of these, believe it or not, but yes, here we are again doing another interview, and this time we're going to be interviewing Bjorn Valentine. Yes, you heard me right, we're going to be interviewing Bjorn Valentine. So, without further ado, as always, I'll ask Bjorn Valentine 5 questions, or in this case 4 questions, because things gonna happen. So 4 questions for Bjorn Valentine. So without further ado, let's get into it. Yes, boy. The first question is, how did you create Bjorn Valentine?
Hello! Hi Benji, thank you very much for having me on your amazing channel. It's great to be here, first off. Before I answer the first question, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. My favorite color is mint green. So that's where that came from. The combination of being a bear and a dragon, well, bear because before I was in the fandom, I already had the nickname Bjorn. And in Nordic, if you may or may not know, means bear. So, bear, Bjorn, kind of go hand in hand. Now the dragon side, well, that came apart because, sorry, I'm heavily breathing. It is really hot. Reason being is because, I like the concept of freedom. And to me, dragons are very free and free-roaming and very strong-willed creatures. And I'd like to be that, so I try to confide that into Bjorn. At least I attempt to. So yeah, that's where Bjorn came along.
That is really neat, my dude. I had no idea that Bjorn was Nordic for bear, and I think that's really cool, the dragon, how the aspect of that came in there as well. I think that's really fascinating, my dude. That's really, really awesome, honestly, yes. On to the second question now, and that is, what or who inspired you to make the kind of YouTube content that you make? Yes.
When I first started out on YouTube, I've been making YouTube videos since YouTube first came out in the early 2000s. I think it was 2005 or 7. And I've been making content since on so many different channels. Well, in this one, well, I decided to make YouTube content because I was learning about the fandom at a rapid pace, and it was all through YouTube. And I thought that was, hey, wouldn't it be great if I made a channel where I'm showing my learning experiences with the world that are interested about the fandom? So as I'm learning new information, I am making that content to teach other viewers. I mainly aim towards the younger group demographic, mainly because I want to try and reach out to as many people as possible and to teach the good part about the fandom, all the great parts that we have to show, because I love this fandom and there's so much to learn, and I like giving that information out to the world.
You know, I love the fact that you put a positive feature on your videos. That is really neat. Also, if you want to check out Bjorn Valentine's YouTube channel, I'll leave a link, of course, in the description down below. Be sure to subscribe to Bjorn. They make amazing content. They're an amazing person, so be sure to check them out. Yes, 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 yes. On to the third question now, and that is, why did you choose Valentine as a last name to your character Bjorn?
So you're asking, hey Bjorn, why is your last name Valentine? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, Bjorn Valentine, your Valentine, it's a little bit of a play on words. I like to think it's pretty clever, but most people don't catch that. I think it's great. And 2, my favorite video game franchise is Fallout. That's what the tattoo's from, Fallout. And in Fallout 4, you get to meet the ever so amazing Nick Valentine, who is a detective. And he has a very strong and good sense of moral code. And I like to think I do to an extent as well. At least I would like to think so. And I respect the man, and as a video game character, he is by far my favorite video game character of all time. When they released the game, it was a part of my life where I really needed to have that world, and Nick Valentine was the best part of that world. So, when I made Bjorn, I wasn't sure if all Sonas had a last name. So I gave him one, Bjorn Valentine, named after Nick Valentine from Fallout 4. So yeah, that's the reason why.
That is really cool. As a gamer myself, I think that's really neat. I never thought of Nick Valentine from Fallout as as a cool feature there. That's really neat. I'm a huge gamer. I love the Fallout series. I love any gaming series in particular, except for Fortnite. Don't hate me. I'm not a big fan of Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite that much. Never really could get into it, but not a big fan of it. But Fallout's amazing. You're amazing, Bjorn. You all are amazing. So let's get into, I don't usually do this as a fourth question, but let's get into the final question. The final question now. And that is for you, Bjorn. And that is, what are some more positive things that the furry fandom could use more of?
Like any fandom isn't perfect. There's always issues going around all the time, everywhere you look. And I don't know if I'm the right person to give said opinion, because so far nothing in the fandom has really affected me. And I'm very grateful and fortunate for that, because this is a great fandom, and I've personally never had any issues with the fandom. But I know people who have had issues with the fandom, especially being artists who get their art ripped off all the time, or traced, or something of the sort, and try to make it off as it were theirs. That happens way too far in between. Just the art community in general, I guess, can have a little bit more positive attitude, just because so much wrong happens, unfortunately. And I feel bad for any artist that gets wronged like that. As someone who comes from a family of artists, it's really hard. So that'd be a great positive thing. More positive attitude towards the art in the fandom.
I definitely have to agree with you, Bjorn. I feel like artists definitely should be treated with respect in the fandom. I feel like fursuit makers should be treated with respect as well. Honestly, I think everyone should definitely just be treated with respect in the furry fandom and just the world in general. People just treat those as you want to be treated, because if you treat someone bad, it's just not good. It's not a good way to do it. Be positive to each other, be kind to each other, and be loving to each other. That's just my advice there. I'm gonna give a special thanks to Bjorn Valentine for being on this channel, for being on this interview, for being here in general. Well, it's awesome having him here. He did an amazing job. He's an amazing person. Be sure to check him out. I'll leave all the links to everything for him in the description down below. So be sure to check him out. Just an amazing person, a goofball. Lots of positivity with him. So yes, be sure to check him out. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give this a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. But as for always, I bid you all a good farewell.
Thank you for the internet interview, Benji. Thank you. Oh, jeez, I am sweaty. I need to get used to wearing a suit more often. Taking off my paw. I am disgraceful.